So we have um, beads. I can use this as a table, can't I? Can I use Krishna? Can I use your altar as a table? Oh, there goes the water. No, that's all right. I can go. It's good if I can see Gurudev, by the way. I mean, really, we want to see Gurudev when we do something. Oh. Not going to fall down? Oh. Hope not. So, so for second initiation, we have two devotees for the second initiation. So, would you like to come and take a seat? You be the first. Because the two initiations are Anjali and Ella. For now, Anjali. For now, Ella. No, this you be here. And we're meant to have a priest sitting opposite. So the priest comes just now coming. No, this will be here. Okay. You will need. So what will take time, and time for all of us, and your patience is that I need to chant on the beads for the new initiate. So you set up in while you are all in, they'll chant on the beads. And this is, and Saraswati might say, homeopathic Ganges water. But today, because it's Ganges water which is refilled every time it goes down. Anyway, so there is some molecules of Ganges water. But we can pray that the devotees will come back with Ganges water to make it less homeopathic. So, as Gurudev do, as Guru Maharaj do, we are giving initiation, and the initiation, and Srila Saraswati Thakur did they are following exactly this way. So with the chanting on the beads, then we will give the holy name to the sincere seeker. So now my duty is to chant on the beads, and so you may all be ready for you to make your hearts ready to receive Jai. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu. Oh. Hare Krishna. So just before I give you these, when you ask me what live stream, anyway, um, the answer is yes. But I feel I hesitated at that time, and it became very clear to me the answer was yes, but I just didn't come. So, but anyway, Saraswati is here, and I think she's doing. It will be recorded also. It's recorded. Also. So
Everything perfect. It's done.
That's about your dad. Watching live. Okay, so please, you put your two hands together and your right hand slightly on top of your left hand. Yes, perfect. So, as Srila Guru Maharaj gave to me, then I'm giving you the Maha Mantra. And with these beads, I'm giving you the Maha Mantra. And before you chant from the beads, then you first recite the Panchatattva Maha Mantra. Sometimes Guru Maharaj recites 3 times before chanting. Sometimes he didn't say any time. So, just letting you know that is your choice. The Panchatattva Maha Mantra you recite, Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Sri Advaita Gadadhara Srivas Adi Gaura Bhaktivinoda. And then you chant on each bead, starting with the bigger of the 2 beads beside the very big bead, and the long finger and the thumb. You hold the beads, and on each mantra chant, on each bead chant the Maha Mantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. And in this way, bead by bead, one on each bead, pulling the beads towards you, and you chanted on this smallest bead, and then that is the completion of one round. You turn the round, and then again to chant the mantra on the little bead, and one by one, always pull the beads towards us, and we don't cross the big bead. Big beads go slow, so we Sumaru, turn round, turn it around, the beads again. And Guru Maharaj likes to chant like one chant, and so get the time for beads. And Guru Maharaj and Gurudev both saying to chant chant on the beads without offense. So we're like saying the offenses together in a moment. And after Elder also receives the beads, we'll say it one time about the offenses, but to learn the 10 formations. And so the Hare Krishna Ma, as Srila Guru Maharaj gave. And now maybe you give the beads back to me. Thank you very much. You have some duty to do with the help of the priest.
To offer some flowers, then you can take with your right hand. Repeat the mantra with me. This means Pushpa Shri Gurave Namaha.
Hare Krishna. And my duty is that is to Guru Maharaj and to Gurudev.
Want to repeat again? Aim Sarvam Shri Gurave.
Accepted by me on behalf of our Divine Master. Okay, and so your new name Ati Sundari Devi Dasi. And Ati, also Ati, in Gurudev's expression, too much. Too much beautiful. This is Radharani, don't get proud. This is Radharani, servant of Radharani. Ati Sundari Devi Dasi. Sundari Devi Dasi ki. So now you have another duty to do.
Yeah.
So my duty is to pass on your bow down to our Hare Krishna. Oh, I should do it like your beads back. Okay. And here are the counting beads. And here, while you're traveling, you might find these very useful, because you might find yourself around. And you're wearing, oh, okay, we can find you more neck beads, so you can have three. We'll find you more neck beads. Please remind me or remind me. Okay? So now you may sit to the side and now, yes, be here and just wait. And then after we're giving initiation to Ella, after she receives her beads, we'll explain to you both the 10 offenses. So please come and sit 90 degrees as Ati Sundari Devi Dasi was seen. The same. Too much.
Too much.
As Gurudev is too much. Really. Okay. Hare Krishna. I'm not very quick at chanting Hare Krishna, so please be patient. Humility or Gurudev, Guru Maharaj. Be Krishna Chaitanya. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare excuse me, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. Two little beat, turn around, the last Mahamantra, turn around, and then again chant on this beat to start the second round. And then each time you do 108 beats, it is one round. 16 round is good, no upper limit, but a minimum of 4 rounds. And Guru Maharaj would also minimum of 4 rounds if there is very urgent seva. So try not to make other things too much of an excuse, or try to think they are seva if really ours. Anyway, I'm telling you how Guru Maharaj did. We try our best. And so with these beads, I'm giving you the Mahamantra as given to me by Guru Maharaj. Receive from Srila Saraswati Thakur, receive from Srila Gopkishore Das Babaji Maharaj, receive step by step from Rupa Goswami Chaitanya Maharaj. So with these beads, giving you the holy name, but now, yes, I'm taking them back. You have a little duty to do. Thank you.
On your right hand, I want you to repeat the mantra. I'm Pushpam.
I'm Pushpam.
Shri Gurave Namaha.
Shri Gurave Namaha.
I'm Sarvam.
I'm Sarvam.
Shri Gurave Namaha.
Shri Gurave Namaha.
Accepted. And why we are doing, well, that's heavy. why we are doing these, you can say, like formality, because that's how Srila Guru Maharaj and Srila Gurudev, they transacted, if you like. That's how the initiations were given. And we are not devoid of any formality, but we're not into so many formalities, which if you read the scriptures, it can be so many things there. So it's sweet, it's sweet, and it's as they did, so it's perfect. So we are happily receiving everything on behalf of our divine. Yeah, then you need to give obeisances, and I give obeisances. Your obeisances. And a name. And so not always the Guru Maharaj and Gurudev gave a name which begins with the name you already have. And somehow it just feels at this time, when so much thought of Vishnu Priya has been in the air, Mahaprabhu's wife who he left, the deity that we've been explaining about Vishnu Priya's deity of Mahaprabhu, and it just seems that your name should be Vishnu Priya Devi Dasi. So no more Ella, we have Vishnu Priya Devi Dasi. Now Vishnu Priya Devi Dasi. Ati Sundari Jai. Vishnu Priya Devi Dasi ki Jai. Devi Dasi ki Jai. So now, here are your beads and counting beads. Our friends will show you how to use these if you need to know. And then can just sit to the side somewhere. Just sit a little bit back for a moment. And then to you both, we'll just do as Srila Guru Maharaj did, as Srila Gurudev did. Just to explain the 10 offenses. Also, one of the two things I didn't mention to either of you is this finger, we don't we don't touch the beads with this finger, these things. And so the bead bag has a hole in it for this finger. And by the way, from St. Petersburg, we have really sweet, from Gunali Devidansi, we have really practical bead bags for the winter. And Salt Lake City, yes, it can get cold in Salt Lake City, but it can definitely get cold in Latvia. And so if you have a bead bag for chanting, where you can keep your finger also warm, you can ask Gunami, she's here, you can ask her for the pattern. And in Italy, we have the pattern. We have a devotee who copied it and looked at it and made a pattern. But it's so keeping this finger from getting cold, keeping this finger from touching the beads. And so generally, because so I didn't mention that. And if something else comes to mind, I'll mention. But the 10 offenses to the holy name are first offense. Also, Guru Maharaj saying, learn the 10 offenses and avoid them. So please do learn the 10 offenses and avoid them. And you may already know them, but it's good to recap because you've been on at least 2 of the retreats. And so we do go through the 10 offenses. Okay, so first offense is to the Vaishnavas. To make offense to the Vaishnavas. Don't think bad about them, what to speak of, say bad or do bad. Don't even think bad about any Vaishnava, whatever is their behavior. And we have all kinds of Vaishnavas, so we shouldn't look at anything apart. They are a devotee, we accept them. So Vaishnava, not to make offense to Vaishnava. 2, not to make offense to Vishnu, to Krishna, so the devotees and the Lord. And that includes thinking that there's devas, which we're not so familiar with in the Western world, really, about the 33,300,000 perhaps devas who look after the administration. And some of them are prominent, and we know the names of them, and then some of them, as we found out, we hear yesterday, also names of devas, we don't really know who they are at all. But to think that the devas and the Supreme Lord are on the same level is also to be avoided. It is not the case. We should not think that. Krishna is supreme, is above all, and the devas are within the jurisdiction of the universe, like administrators. But worshipable, we should not disrespect them, but not consider they're on the same level as the Lord. So Vaishnava, Vishnu, then Guru, who is coming to give the connection, coming to give us what is coming from above. It's not to see the Guru line. The Guru means we've got our Gurus coming through Srila Gurudev, Srila Guru Maharaj, Srila Saraswati Thakur. Not to disrespect the Guru, and Gurudev saying also not to disobey the order of the Guru. And Gurudev also said why he is not telling devotees to chant 16 rounds. He said because he knows that if I say chant 16 rounds and they cannot do it, and he knows that they won't be able to always do it. And anybody who knows the senior devotees, I mean the old devotees, basically almost nobody can maintain 16 rounds every day in this age. You know so many. Anyhow, we won't go there. But the fact is that Gurudev said that if we give instruction and they don't do it, then it is Guru Aparad. And Gurudev seriously saying, I know how heavy is Guru Aparad. So we've been given a very straightforward process. We should try to follow this. And that's not just about the number of rounds, it's just an example, an occasion when Gurudev was saying about Guru Aparad. And then Shastra, fourth is Shastra. And the scripture, so Shastra means scripture. The scripture is coming from the Gurus and the Guru section. Means the scripture is coming as the written down word of Guru Maharaj, Gurudev, Srila Prabhupada, Krishnadas Kaviraj, Veda Vyas. So it's the written in. instructions. So it's quite easy to remember when you think of the logic. Vaishnava, Vishnu, Guru, Shastra. So already you remembered 4. Easy. Then number 5 is exaggeration. To think that the glories given to the holy name are exaggeration. And in this regard, then we see that the great sages who have experience of the holy name, they say words cannot describe, but we are trying to describe the glories of the holy name. So we must understand that really the holy name is super glorious, and any description from the sadhus, from our predecessors, they are indicating those glories, and it is not an exaggeration. They're always saying it's not sufficient even. So, and we heard yesterday about the shloka of Rupa Goswami, or the day before was it? The shloka of Rupa Goswami, or when we were in the Siddha book, and Rupa Goswami was here and he was composing a verse, and that verse was saying about so many things we've heard about the glories of the name, but when these 2 syllables, Krishna, what is inside there? Oh, it's so much, and he's trying to express, and then all the other devotees, they say, well, we've heard such expressions, but what has come from Rupa Goswami's pen is so amazing. So that's number 5, the glories of the name, to think that they are exaggerated. And then number 6 is no other. Okay, this is very good. So number 6 is, who's going to tell me the 6th offense of the holy name? Come on, you've got to edit this bit out of the recording. Vaishnava Vishnu, Guru Shastra, exaggeration, imagination and mundane. Oh my goodness.
I couldn't remember.
In my defense, those who are watching it, we're a room full of devotees. They always slip up, and it was Sri Lanka who actually, wasn't it you who said that? When we started going through, because we know them, but sometimes we have to give ourselves a slap on the face. And so the 6th offense is to consider that the name is mundane or imaginary. To think it's a mundane thing. And we don't even want to say some of the ridiculous things that are sometimes said when we're preaching, and if somebody doesn't have faith and they say some really kind of mundane things about the holy name. That we don't want to go anywhere near. We know that the name is the Lord Himself, and that is given throughout Scripture and by the masters, who are also the origin of the Scripture. After all, the books of Guru Maharaj and Gurudev in English, they're almost all coming from their speaking. So this, directly in our experience, the Shastra is coming from speaking. And the Vedas are coming from Vyasadeva speaking. Ganesh is writing. He's the scribe. It's all ununderstandable, but not the words, but the whole Ganesh writing in the cave, in the Himalayas, in India. You are in India. Okay. But if anybody's tempted to go, which we can sometimes think we're tempted, then I was looking up before coming to India, because the Lord was asking, what are you doing after Puri? So I just kind of looked up, but then you can't go now, it's inaccessible, it's the winter, and so the cave doesn't open until, I think, Akshaya Tritiya, which is quite late. It's after Gora Purnima. So not the cave, but you can't go. In the Himalayas now, it's winter. So just like now, it's snowing. It's almost winter. Anyway, that's where there's Ganesh's. That's where Ganesh's cave is there. Veda Vyasa's cave is there. That's where the Vedas. The point is that not to consider the name to be mundane. And then number 7 is sin. To sin on the strength of chanting the name, because the name, the scriptures tell, can absorb everything, more sin than a person can commit. The sin, the name, take away. One name, chanted purely can take away. But to think, I will sin, and then take the holy name, then the name will be displeased and ignore us. The words of Guru Maharaj. The name will be displeased and ignore us. So, and that's 7. And 8 is piety. To think that doing pious activities, building orphanage, saving the penguins, and many insects, all pious other things. But to consider that pious activities are on the level of the holy name. The holy name is entirely transcendental. It's not to do with this world. It's entirely Krishna, who is the origin of everything. So piety and the name are two different categories. And then 8 and 9, faithless, to preach the glories of the holy name to the faithless. And so, I mean, just now I mentioned that, we've heard some very unhappy things from people when we are trying to express about the glories of the name, and then they say some very mundane and speculative things. It feels very painful, and we know we've done wrong because we're trying to say the glories of the name to somebody who doesn't have faith, and then they come out with some offensive statements, basically, and it feels bad. And why is feeling bad? Because we shouldn't do it. We should give them faith. Give them faith and then tell them the glories of the name. It's a tricky one. But when you do book distribution, and our generation, we were brought up on book distribution. You meet the public all the while, and then you kind of get a lot of experience in what you do wrong and in what you do right. Like that. So we should try to know who we're talking to and appropriately say about the holy name, or come to say about the holy name. Must give them faith. That's 9. And number 10 is to maintain undue material attachments after all the good evidence we've heard from scripture and from the saints. So the teddy bear and all those things have got to go sooner or later. Things we are attached to in this world. It doesn't mean we are hard-hearted. It's just that we can understand that everything is Krishna's, even the teddy bear is Krishna's. It's in our care for the moment, these things like that. But we will transfer our affection and attention of material things to the spiritual things. And Bhaktivinoda Thakur also is expressing this in his kirtan. That all the things that we love of this world, we'll transfer that to Krishna and his world. And how to help adjust to that is see that everything does belong to Krishna. Nothing is separate from him. And therefore, if you have something nice, or anything, nice or not, practical things, then try to understand they're in your care. They're not your property. So even, you get a car, anything, it's Krishna's car, but it's in your care. And so always see that everything belongs to the Lord. So these are the 10 offenses, and there are 4 namabhas by analysis they've been given, but Guru Maharaj summarizes them all by saying it is inattentive chanting, chanting without focus. So leave all those by trying to be focused as much as possible. So we should try to be focused and without offense. And if we do that, wonderful things are promised to happen. And there is a kirtan in the front, at the present time it's in the front of the kirtan guide, Harinama Mahamantra Sava Mantra Sar, which is describing about chanting Hare Krishna. And there are 10 verses, 10 offenses, 1 verse each offense. And then at the very end, then there is a verse, this is all composed by Gurudev in description, that one who knows in English off by heart, One who abandons all those 10 offenses, leaving no exception.
The name
The name. Oh, no.
shine in their hearts forever.
Okay, but there's a line missing. No, wasn't there?
Will it be us in their heart forever?
Who's got the Kirtan guide handy? I don't. I got my electronic things in here. It's worth waiting for. Don't worry. It's worth it. You're going to find it in Russian. Come on, you guys.
Then translated to.
Yeah, maybe translate it into a poetry form.
Exactly.
Okay, Kirtan guide, and it's right at the front. You got it already? Okay. Well, by now. I also had it. So, Dasha Apara. So, these 10 offenses, Korya Varjana, Jaina Jana, Kori Hari Nama Sankirtana. Apurva, Shri Krishna Prema, Labhya Tara Hoy, Nama Prabhu, Tara Ride, Nitya Vilasoy. So, Tara, Labhya Tara Hoy, they will save it, right? So, in English, it is casting off these 10 offenses, leaving no exception. Those pure souls who chant the name in holy congregation, the miracle of love for Krishna, they will surely savor. The name divine himself will shine within their hearts forever. Casting off these 10 offenses, leaving no exception, those pure souls who chant the name in holy congregation, the miracle of love for Krishna, they will surely savor. The name divine himself will shine within. So that's okay. So that's that. Now the name divine himself will shine within your heart. So dear ones, and I have a third set of beads here. Should they be given to anybody just now? It's a question. It's a question. No. Okay, no problem. I wanted to give, just as the opportunity. No pressure. And so now, the instruction, the guidance, the same guidance of Guru Maharaj and Gurudev, naturally, and that is, now, pay your obeisances. All devotees you find, you give your obeisances to all the devotees you can find, and then find a quiet place and chant 4 rounds before doing other things. So this is now my also instruction or request to you to follow Guru Maharaj and Gurudev's guidance. Or it's easy to find all the devotees because I think they're all here. Give your obeisances to the devotees and then you go somewhere quiet and you chant 4 rounds. And by the way, Jagannath temple is there, and on the roof, the actual up the stairs, there's a place there, and this morning it was wonderful. When you sit, you can see the Jagannath temple, and it was in the shade. I don't know if it is now, but that's if you're looking for a quiet spot. All right. Jai Vishnu Priya Devi Dasi ki Jai. Jai Ati Sundari Devi Dasi ki Jai. Please, you all give them your good wishes for their successful life, which is sure. We know they are both sincere souls. Jai. Then we're going to have to change I'm going to have to change the chapter because it's now going to be.
Are they getting a neck beads?
Oh, neck beads. Oh, thank you for the reminder. Yes. So, you've got. Oh, you don't have any. Okay, so can some good soul? Maybe actually, are you happy to?
Yes.
So that they have three rounds each. And by the way, these beads, the Japa Mala, these are the style of Guruma cave, Gurudev cave, and with the circular part at the top and the marker after three marks down, marker after 8 beads. And those first 8 beads are told to be indications of the 8 principal satis of Radharani. All right. So Jai Shri Gurudev, Jai. Hare Krishna. And if anybody else needs neck beads, we do have neck beads.
Oh, that's good. Yeah. Oh,
But if you need them, it's not that I've got a shop of neck beads.
yeah, we found it. We are in Jagannath Puri.
But I said, oh, well, we're in Jagannath Puri. We're in, by the way, I mean, we are in Jagannath Puri, an extremely special place, within sight of, easy sight of the temple. And I'm just going to look up on Maps ME to see, because our view of Jagannath Temple is very close to what is Haridas Thakur's view of the temple, as the same perspective pretty much. Let's see. So, does it think I'm in Italy or Jagannath Puri? Oh, yes. So, and Haridas Thakur, okay, it's slightly different. We are looking this way. Haridas Thakur's Bhajan Kutir, the Siddha Gopal, is here on this left side. So we're almost seeing the same angle of vision of the Jagannath temple within a few degrees. So here we are in Jagannath Puri, and on the special day of Advaita Acharya's appearance. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
You were here for the morning reading, and that was only the first few verses of the chapter. Okay, dear ones. Okay, so you're all, so you give your obeisances to the devotees. Devotees give obeisances, each of you, and then you find your quiet spot, and then now we'll have second initiation. And so the second initiation is like a private initiation. And I wonder.
Jai!